Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Once again, thank you so much for joining me in my videos. My name is Kelvin, and this is the Scent of Heaven Bakhoor review videos. Of course, in the near future, inshallah, I will get to review atars and maybe perfumes from UAE and stuff like that, mainly about fragrances. And also, I may review products like fabric spray, air refresheners, also coming from UAE. For those of you who just joined my videos, just subscribe to my channel. Just a little bit of background about myself. I'm Kelvin, I'm from Singapore, and I am a small business owner. Recently, I just set up shop. Um Selling Bakhoors, all sorts of fragrances, mainly from the Middle East, perfumes, atars. Atars, if you do not know what they are actually concentrated perfume oils, very popular in the Middle Eastern region. I also have fabric sprays, also air refresheners from that region as well, Middle Eastern. Also, I have many products like agabati sticks. They are actually Bakhoor sticks. Probably in my next video or in my next couple of videos, I will show you what agabati sticks actually look like. So right here in my channel, Scent of Heaven, this is the name of my shop. I do reviews on Bakhoors, and I take requests from my audiences on what kind of Bakhoors they like me to review, and I'll do my very best to get my hands on those Bakhoors. Recently, I've just had a request to do reviews on Khadlaj Bakhoors. So I've managed to get three of them. They have many different types of Bakhoors from that company. I managed to get three. Of course, if inshallah, if I do get sponsors from other Bakhoor companies who like me to do reviews on their Bakhoors, please send them to me right here in Singapore. Just send me a message. I'll leave my mailing address for you so that you can send me your products for me to do a review. I do not only do Bakhoor reviews. I also do air freshener reviews, um, fabric spray reviews, atar reviews, perfume reviews. So if you do have any of those companies out there who would like me to review your products, do get in touch with me. Okay, so without further ado, last week, or not last week, I recently just did a video on the Khadlaj Bakhoor, which is called the Bait Al Isra, which is this one here. Okay, I don't know whether you can see or not. All right, Bait Al Isra. This one, it's a compressed wood dust kind of a Bakhoor, extremely musky. And for those of you who like a little bit of stronger fragrances in your home, this is a good product to use. Normally compressed wood dust Bakhoors, the pros is that the fragrances comes out almost immediately once you put it onto the charcoal. All right, and it is good to break them up rather than to put a whole piece over there, because from my experience, based on my experience, if you put a whole piece over there, the outer layer will start to get burnt, and then it stays like that, and the heat gets to the inside, but the thing is that you will still get a little bit of burnt smell due to the outside crust that's already burnt. Okay, so it's good to break them up and spread it around the charcoal, and once you do that, almost immediately you get the fragrance, right? This has a very musky smell, right? Very masculine, very musky. um, the base for this Bait Al Isra Bakhoor, the base you'll get a lot of amber, musk, and oud. That's why it's quite heavy. So for the first time Bakhoor users, I would not advise you guys to use this kind of Bakhoor as yet, because your senses or your sense of smell may not be may not be ready to accept smells like this. So normally first time Bakhoor users, I would advise you to use things that are a little bit lighter, a little bit more perfumey, I would say, more flowery, which is easier to accept. Okay, today I'm going to do a review from Khadlaj as well. One of the three. Yes, I recently just did this one, Bait Al Isra. Today I'm going to do this one, this white one with the gold cap. All right, this is okay. Let me show you how the box looks like. There we go. This is Hoor Al Ain. All right, Hoor Al Ain. Hoor Al Ain actually has a very interesting meaning to it. Hoor means Hoor Al Ain is actually a word which is used in the Quran, which describes the women of paradise. Okay, these women are given to the men, to the pious men that obtain paradise. These women are white-eyed, bright-eyed, the most beautiful woman you've ever seen. So these are given to the men in paradise. Hoor Al Ain. This is one of my better selling products here in the shop, actually. Not only because of the name, but because of the fragrance as well. This is a little bit on the lighter side, and let's get this open. And this one, it also comes like this, okay? Compressed wood dust style again. All right. I don't know whether you can see this or not, but these are compressed wood dust as well. And this one comes in, let's see, how much does this weigh? This is about 72 grams. All right. The last one, this one, the Bait Al Isra, this one is 65 grams. All right. For those of you who did not see how the inside looks like for the Bait Al Isra, it looks like this. You see, nice square pieces inside the container. It's a pretty good gift as well if you have friends who are interested in Bakhoors or who have been using Bakhoors for quite some time. A great gift to give to your friends. So today, without further ado, we're gonna do this review on the Hoor Al Ain, this white one. Right here in Singapore, this one sells for about $23 depending on where you buy. Okay, not much of a difference in price. Not the very I wouldn't say it's very expensive or it's very cheap. It's somehow in the middle range. All right, so if you could get this after the review, and if you like the kind of smell that's coming out from this Hoor Al Ain, please do bring it get some from wherever you are and try it. Okay, and share your comments with me. Okay, so we shall start. We shall get things going. I'm using the same old self-igniting charcoal. This one is the brand for this charcoal is Golden Torch. It has a gold it has a gold outer layer from the charcoal. These charcoals are self-igniting charcoals, so you do not have to burn them for too long. What you need to do is to get a jet flame torch like this. Mine's a little bit big because this is for the shop. A burner, and make sure that the place that you put your charcoal is lined with aluminium foil. This is to protect it and so that your burner can last a little bit longer, and it's easier for you to change it out as well. Okay, once it gets burnt or things like that, all you got to do is to put on a new aluminium foil on top. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna light this charcoal up with my Jetstream lighter or my mini flamethrower. Okay, you do not have to burn it too long. Just a couple of seconds will do. And then, as what I said earlier on, these are self-igniting charcoals. You let the charcoal do the rest of the work by themselves. All right. I don't know whether you can see the smoke coming out right after I burn the charcoal. Okay, the smoke is because the charcoal is starting to burn by itself. The whole charcoal is starting to burn by itself. So we do not place the bakhoors into the charcoal right now. We're going to let the smoke settle down. Once there is no smoke, and then you place your charcoal inside. Sorry, not your charcoal, your bakhoor inside. All right. So get your tweezers ready, and for you to pick out the bakhoor. Normally I'll use my fingers, but for the sake of the video, I'm going to use a tweezer. All right. Okay. So have a feel of the charcoal. Make sure it's hot. Uh, do not touch the charcoal directly, just a little bit above the charcoal to feel the heat. Once you feel the heat, that means the charcoal is ready to go. The bakhoor is ready to be placed on top of the charcoal. Also, I have some customers that actually come over and ask me how come their charcoal do not burn, or after they burn, maybe after a while it dies off, the flame dies off. That's a very common issue, especially in countries that is very high in humidity. You got, once you open up the charcoal, a strip of charcoal has 10 discs inside, so you do not use all the 10 discs immediately. You use one at a time, right? So once you open up the charcoal, it is exposed to the humidity around the environment. The best is to keep the charcoal in an airtight Tupperware or in an airtight container, so that moisture do not get into the charcoal. Normally, cases like this where the charcoal is not burned properly, or you cannot ignite the charcoal, or the charcoal burns halfway through and it dies off, it's because of moisture. Okay, so keep your charcoal in airtight container if possible. If not, just keep them enclosed somewhere, not exposing to too much humidity around your area. Okay, that should protect your charcoal and let it burn easier and let it last longer during the burning. Do not throw away if your charcoal burns halfway and dies off. Okay, do not throw the charcoal away. You can still reignite the charcoal again. Use your jet stream lighter and reburn it again. Burn it a little bit longer. Some people, they like to use bakhoor in the washroom. So in the washroom, definitely a lot of moisture around. The charcoal tend to burn halfway and then dies off. That's because of the moisture that's in the bathroom itself. So just just reburn the charcoal again. I would say reburn the charcoal. Do not throw it away. Do not waste it. All right. It's an easy problem to solve. So don't worry about it. All right. So keep your charcoal in a possibly as dry as possible container. All right. Keep it dry, and you will not get problems like this. Okay, so the golden torch charcoal, as I mentioned, these are from China, and they burn about 30 to 45 minutes. Of course, one disc lasts you about 30 to 45 minutes, and then you can keep putting on bakhoors inside, and all the way until the charcoal burns off. All right, so let's get it on, and let's start burning this Hoor Al Ain. Okay. Let's see now. Let me grab a piece. Oh, I do have a spoon as well, because I think some of the dust have already been out. So there we go. You see, I don't have to break it up using my fingers. I just use the spoon to scoop up the dust. So I'm gonna put them onto the charcoal itself. Now, as you can see, as I mentioned earlier on, these kind of bakhoor, the wood dust, compressed wood dust kind of bakhoor, once you place them on, you break them up onto the charcoal, the smell comes out immediately. You see the amount of smoke that's coming out, you get the fragrance as well. Okay, so this has a lighter fragrance to it. This has a lighter fragrance to it, and let's see now. It's not so heavy. I think it's pretty good for beginners, or I wouldn't say for new users of bakhoor. Not very heavy. It's easy on the olfactory senses. Olfactory, actually, the smell. Your sense of smell. It's not choking. It's not thick. It's pretty smooth, actually. The smell is pretty smooth, light. it's not very perfumey, not very, a little bit perfumey, not very, but it's fragrant enough for you to actually enjoy that that sweetness that's coming out from this particular Bakhoor Hoor Al Ain. Um, so, what kind of smell do you get from this Bakhoor? All right. As usual, I've done some research, and the um, the notes that you will get from this Bakhoor is mainly, I would say, mainly musk, uh, musk, a little bit of lily, bergamot. Of course, the wood dust that they use, they use a combination of cedarwood and agarwood. But you don't get a lot of the wood smell. You do get the wood smell, but it's just very light ones, very light wood smell, not the heavy kind. Um, Very good for a person who has just started using Bakhoor. I would recommend this one. Um, not too heavy. Okay, so just to share with you, all the Bakhoor users out there, all the Bakhoor lovers out there, uh, do not be afraid to mix your Bakhoors together. Okay, uh, you do not need to use one kind of Bakhoor for one charcoal. All right, it doesn't have to be like if the charcoal burns 30 to 45 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes, you're using the same type of Bakhoor. Try experimenting. If you have a few different types of Bakhoor, try experimenting with these Bakhoors by combining two different Bakhoors or three different Bakhoors together. In this way, you sometimes you may end up with a very unique kind of smell that you may enjoy even more by combining this Bakhoor. So do not be afraid to experiment with Bakhoors. Um, uh, Try it yourself and you'll find out why. For me, I like to combine all kinds of Bakhoors. Many people, they come over to my shop, and whenever they ask me what kind of Bakhoors I'm using for my shop, I always tell them I combine many different types of Bakhoor. So the smell is very unique. You can't get that kind of smell from a single Bakhoor. It's very difficult. Okay, so do not be afraid to mix and match. All right, experiment with your Bakhoors. So basically, this Hoor Al Ain, very good for new users of Bakhoor. Smooth, light, not too heavy, but you can still enjoy the kind of fragrance, that it brings. A little bit woody, musky, a little bit of white flowers inside as well. And the most important, is not very heavy. It's not heavy on the sense of smell. So it's acceptable for ladies and men also. This has a unisex kind of quality towards this Bakhoor, so please enjoy it, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters. If you do have the opportunity to get a hold of this Bakhoor, try it, okay, and share your comments with me in my YouTube channel. Do not forget to like and subscribe and share your comments with me, and I'll do my very best to answer as many of them as possible. Some of them I may missed out, so I do apologize for that. But if I do come across any of the comments that I can answer, I'll try my best to answer them for you. In the meantime, I've got to go. So thank you very much for watching and enjoying this video. I'll see you again soon. Hopefully, inshallah, pretty soon I'll do the next review on also Khadlaj. We're gonna do this Oud Badar. Okay, Oud Badar Bakhoor review. Thank you so much for joining me once again. Kelvin signing off. Scent of Heaven. Remember this, and bye bye.